Hey everyone, welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. So it is Wednesday, guys, and it's around, I don't even know what time it is, maybe 4:30, something like that. What I'm going to do for dinner tonight is, the what's for dinner is, something on my glasses. The what's for dinner is those two roasting chickens that I bought when I showed you guys that I bought a couple of weeks ago in my haul. I'm going to make those tonight. And I just broke. Oh, I thought I broke my glasses. No. So I already took them out of the package, and I washed them, got all the stuff out of them. I had to defrost them this morning. I took them out of the freezer because they were in the freezer and they weren't really all defrosted. So I put them in the microwave and I soaked them in cold water and defrosted them, and they're right here and they're all cleaned out. What I'm going to do is, I usually make a barbecue one, and I usually make like a lemon one or a lemon and a lime one, because I usually always make two because one is just never enough for my family. I even consider just making one today, but the big one is big, but it's not that big. It's not big enough for us, so I just made the two because we'll eat them as leftovers and stuff. So it's not that it won't be that much more leftover, you know. So I'm just gonna I think I'm just going to season them like with butter and salt and pepper and garlic powder and onion powder, and then let them cook like a half hour, 40 minutes, and then I will decide what I'm going to put, if I'm going to season them with anything else. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm just going to take, I dried the skin as best as possible. Just so the butter will kind of stick on it. I usually stick some butter underneath the skin too. That's how I usually do it. I'm just going to take a chunk of butter because I don't want to put my hand in the butter, you know, once I'm touching the chicken. So I'm just going to rub some butter in under the skin. This, and it'll slide down in there, the legs and the wings. Put some butter in here. Get all this butter off my hands before I start touching all the seasonings. Really? All right. So, all right. So let's put some salt and pepper. And I think I'm going to make mashed potatoes and gravy. Maybe asparagus. Pepper. some garlic powder and onion powder. That was garlic. This is onion. And I want to put some paprika, but first what I'm going to do is, this isn't paprika. First I'm going to put a little olive oil. On it. Put some paprika. I'm going to put this on in the oven at I have it on 400 actually for like 30 minutes, and then I'm going to assess and see what I want to do as far as, you know, putting any other seasonings on it. Sometimes I put Italian dressing, sometimes I'll put, like I said, lemon or lime, and then I'll usually do barbecue. I'm not sure what I feel like tonight, so I might just not do anything. I just might put a little Italian dressing or not do anything. I don't know, we'll see. So 400. Alexa, set the timer for 35 minutes. Alexa, set the timer for 35 minutes.
35 minutes, starting now.
Really, Alexa? Yeah, so I have some asparagus in there. I have corn on the cob that I have to use up. I'm thinking, you know, I have sweet potatoes in there. I might take a sweet potato out and put it in the oven since the oven is on anyway. I might make a sweet potato or maybe have sweet potato instead of mashed, you know, meat. It's better for me if that's what I want. I don't know. Don't know, guys. Let me go get the sweet potato. All right, guys. I washed the potato. I'm just gonna poke it. I'm gonna put it in the oven. All right. So I have one of these. My son's probably not going to have mashed potatoes, but I will make sure. If he does have them, I'll make 2 of these because 1 will not be enough. And I have 1 package of gravy. I actually have 1.5, so yeah. So I'll make gravy, and that's it. And we have a little while for the, we have to check the chickens, so I'll be back to do that. And, yeah, just plugging along, fighting a little bit of, I don't know, depression, anxiety, a lot going on, you know, a lot coming up, a lot going on, a lot of stress. And I'm just trying to fight through it. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. Coop, what are you doing, buddy? Woo! What's he doing? What's he doing? What are you doing, Coop? Cooper? Coop. He usually goes over there when he wants to eat his food, but he had his food already. Oh, his baby's getting a toy. What do you got? What do you got over there, you bone? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, he was doing something. I don't know what he was doing. What were you doing over there? Was there a piece of food or something that you admit that you didn't see before? What are you doing? I'm going to go out in a minute and check my tomatoes. Maybe I'll take you guys with me in a minute. So I'll be back in a sec. Look, guys. We're outside. What are you doing? I'm gonna go look at my tomatoes. I found a little red one the other day. If you guys saw it on one of my videos, I put up a picture. One little lone tomato. So let's check out this garden. Like I said, guys, this garden's a hot mess. I'm definitely no Betty Crocker of gardening. That's what you want to say. But I try my best. Get out of there! I think he's eating the mint. That's mint right there. See it? I think he likes that. So I'll show you what it looks like. I got loads of tomatoes. Let's see if we see any other red ones. I don't see. Oh yeah, there's one. There's one back there. Look at that. That's exciting. I ate it the other day. I ate it right off the thing. It was so good. Let me open this up. Give me a second. I only have one hand right at this moment. What are you doing, Cope? Let me put yours over here. 1 second, guys. I'll put you where you can see Cooper while I get the thing. Lots of little ones, lots of big ones. I don't know if I should bring them in the house. I Googled, well, I went on YouTube and I was looking yesterday what to do with green tomatoes and how to get green tomatoes red. But they're starting to turn now a little bit, so I guess I'm going to leave them. But I do want to make fried green tomatoes. I've never made them before, so I'm I want to try them anyway. But here's all the little ones. I got a lot of little ones. I got these right here. Those I think those are like plum. Yeah, I planted plum. And then I got the regular big ones. This one down here is rotten. Look, see, this is what I don't get. Why is it rotten? Why isn't it turning red? I think I need some water. I think I gotta water them. Oh, there's one in the back here. Look at that one. That one has a little bit of red to it. The big one. Exciting. Got that one. So they are starting to turn a little bit. So I think I'm going to wait a couple more days before I, but right there, it makes me want to pick that tomato and eat it. Like, I don't want to leave it there, but I will. But look, guys, see? Nice, look at that. Ooh, I'm so excited. So excited. Let's look at the other side. Let's see if I have any more string beans. I tell you, all I'm producing is the string beans. The string beans are coming. They come in spurts, but they're delicious. So right here is the string beans. Let me open it up. The only thing I have that I'm producing from this that's really doing well is the basil, the parsley. But look at all the weeds I have in here. I'm embarrassed to show you guys, but I haven't weeded. I weeded a couple of weeks ago. I got to weed again. I just got to get out here and do it. You know, like everything else. So the weeds are kind of taking over a little bit, which I really should not be allowing that. But see, yeah, I have all kinds of little flowers on my string beans. I was in here the other day and I found like 5 random string beans hanging out in here because I had picked all of them. All right, let's see, do I see any more? There's little flowers, but I don't see any beans here. See, it needs to be weeded. I need to water it. I'm not that great of a. I'm really not that great of a gardener, guys. I'm really not. But oh, there's some beans. Look at those! Yay! Look, that's exciting. I can't wait. See, that's one thing I like about these beans is that, well, what happened was when I had first started finding beans in here, you guys are gonna laugh. I didn't even realize that they were beans because I didn't know what I planted. I forgot what seeds I planted, so I had no clue. So I didn't know what they were. So all of a sudden I was looking through the plants and I'm like, oh my God, there's string beans here. Well, I had like a nice bag of string beans, that I got like 2, like maybe 3 or 4 days apart. And then I haven't gotten any since then. But the other day I was in here and I found a whole random, 3 or 4 of them. They weren't that great of string beans, but these are nice here. Look at those. Hey, listen, it might be, but you see all that? Wait, let me show you. See if I can get a good picture of them. That's all flowers. So that's gonna all be beans. Oh, I'm so excited. I love string beans, and I love these string beans, guys. I'm telling you. It was so funny because since I've been picking these and eating these, I only eat them. Nobody else in this freaking house eats them. And so I was at the food store the other day, and I didn't have any string beans left in here. And I was like, maybe I should get some string beans. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna wait for mine. I don't wanna, because I don't even know if they're gonna taste the same. They're probably, not as good. So there's the basil. Where is it? You can see it right here. That I keep taking from. All right, guys, I got a phone call. This is peppers right here. You see this one? Let me show you. This little one right here is peppers. So the peppers are just starting to come out. If you look, you see the little pepper right there? I'm so excited. So I have a pepper plant, I have a basil plant, and a parsley plant. The parsley's down there somewhere. I got to come out here tomorrow and 100% weed, because I'm going to lose all my freaking stuff that I do have, because everything's being freaking taken over by the stupid weeds. Yeah, so we'll do that tomorrow, as long as I feel mentally stable. But yeah, so I'm excited about my tomatoes. They should be starting to turn, like you saw. I only have 2 string beans, but I'm going to put you guys down for a minute. I'm going to look through these plants here and see if I can find any more string beans. But lots of tomatoes. I'm excited. So yeah, let's put you guys down over here. And let me check out tomatoes. I think I just got bit by a freaking mosquito. I'm not even kidding. All right, guys. So what I'm making is, in this frying pan over here, I'm going to put asparagus. What the hell? Asparagus. And I know this is going to look weird, but this is what I'm doing. I'm putting corn on the cob and asparagus in this pan. I'm going to put water in it. Let it kind of boil. Because the corn, the corn will be done shortly, and the asparagus, I just need to get soft, and then once it gets soft, I'll take the water out and put a little butter and a little seasoning and garlic. That's what I'm doing, right in that pan. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it, because the corn quicks cooker when you cover it. So yeah. This is really hot. I'm just going to take it. A couple there, but whatever. That's just the type of mood I'm in. I'm not in the mood to be doing anything intricate. My hair is a mess, and yeah, I don't know. Struggling, guys. I'm struggling. I'm really just struggling, but I'm going to get through it. This is what I do. This is what happens with me. Oh, that's great. My thing was on the stove and now it melted a little bit. The top to my... Note to self, Linda, don't leave it on there when you have the oven on. All right, so I'm going to get the little pot for the gravy. All right, guys, so I'm just going to put some, like a cup and a half of water in here. And then I'll put this packet of gravy. comment down below if you use your sink as a garbage can, because I do a lot. My husband doesn't like it, but I don't know what to say. It is what it is. So I only had 2 lone string beans, but that's okay, because I'll wash them and eat them. I eat them raw. They're so good, guys, even raw. And since I only have 2, I'm not going to cook them, right? Well, I could probably put them in there with the asparagus. I really could do that. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to wash them and put them in there. I'm gonna do that. Let's put them in there. So there we go. All right, so we're gonna season this up. With some salt. With some pepper. And oh, so I just put some Italian dressing on top of on the chicken. Guys, I put this. I just poured it over, no barbecue. That's what I did. Easiest, and that's what I did. So some garlic powder and some onion powder. And that's it. I'll whisk it. Put it on the stove. This only take like 5-10 minutes, so I'm not going to put it on yet. Because the chicken probably has another, I would say 15-20 minutes, maybe longer. And the mashed potatoes are very simple. All I have to do is boil, get hot water and then add it together, and that's very, very simple. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's already starting to boil, so I'll show you. So that'll cook a little bit. And then we'll put the glare. Then we'll put the gravy on. Move all this stuff over here. All right, guys. The chicken, I just checked it. It has a few more minutes. And the potato, the yam is done. So I'm just going to put it in here and let it stay warm. And it's a trick too, guys. If the potato's not all the way done, you put it in the tin foil out of the oven. If it's just almost done, it'll cook the rest of the way too, so you don't have to worry about it. It'll be done. All right, let's see what this is doing over here. I don't want to overcook the asparagus. Another couple of minutes will be perfect, and then I'll take the corn out and just take the water out, and then we'll put some butter and probably just some garlic powder in the asparagus. No, I might just put some. You know what I gotta buy? Minced garlic. I ran out of minced garlic and I haven't bought it. And I like to have minced garlic in there because it's just, it's good just to throw into certain things. I don't feel like always chopping up the garlic. But when I want garlic, I want to do that. All right, these are done, so I don't want these to, because they're going to be, I don't want them to be mush. I like my asparagus soft, but not, overly done. But seems like I always overcook them, but what are you going to do? Oh, the string beans too, yummy. let this cook a little bit more. Just a couple more minutes. And then we'll take the water out. Let it steam a little bit. I might have to add a little slurry to that. I don't know, we'll see. All right, I'm getting hungry, guys. I didn't eat much today. What I eat today? I was watching this TikToker make poached eggs this morning, and I love like those type of eggs. But I never, ever make poached eggs, ever. I was like, oh my God, I want that. String beans are so good. So, around 11 o'clock I made poached egg. And I toasted a piece of bread in the frying pan with butter. And I put the poached egg on top of it. It was so good. So delicious. I had that. Did I have anything else? Oh, yeah. Move it. You want?
Yeah, you want?
Not the guy who's throwing temper tantrum?
No. No.
I felt bad for him.
I did too. He didn't have the strength to get the thing in. He didn't get past the second thing.
Oh, that's sad. Well, he tried. I had, last night I made dinner. I didn't film last night. Not a good night for me. So I just put those pictures up. I hope that was all right with you guys. I think it's better than nothing, right? So, my family, which consists of my son and my husband right now, in the house, wanted that meal I made last week with the noodles, with the cream and the chicken. So I made that again because I had stuff for that. So I made that meal. So when Billy got home from work today, because he only did like a half a day because he's just training now and everything, he had the rest of it and there was a little bit left, so I had that. I think that's all I had today. Yeah, I really didn't eat much today. Not much of an appetite. Ugh, I don't know. Asparagus looks really good. I'm definitely gonna season it up. I'm gonna take the corn out now because I don't like my corn overly cooked too. So I'm gonna put the corn on here. Ooh. And I'm just eating the string beans, guys. Take the water out. Oh, great. I'm gonna put this on low. I think I'm gonna put the corn back in there too. Corn with butter and with a little garlic powder or garlic. It's gonna be good. I hope I get more string beans soon, because I need them. Pepper. Garlic powder. I gotta make the, I gotta boil the mashed potatoes, the water for the mashed potatoes. 2 cups. What?
Put the oven on, got hot in here.
Yeah, it always does. You put the air on? Yeah, in the evenings if I run the oven, or even if I run the stove, like we didn't have the air on all day, but if you run the stove in the oven, it just gets a little warm, so we put that, put a little bit of the air on for just a little while. Alright, this is 2 cups of water. What?
You gave me one of your 12 bottles and one of his.
Oh, mine? I thought I gave you 2 of his.
No, I gave you one of yours.
Oh, no, not mine. Yeah, this one. All right, I'm gonna take the chicken out. I'm gonna put it on the counter here, and we're gonna check it. Really? Just shut that off, guys. Let's see now. Smells delicious. I need another new thermometer is what I need. Okay. Now, this thigh here is showing it's done. And they say to go by the thighs because what does it say? Oh. I don't know. I'd say another 5 minutes because it's a little shaky. So let's put it in for like another, let's do 7 minutes. Alexa, set the timer for 7 minutes. Alexa, set the timer for 7 minutes.
7 minutes, starting now.
Really, Alexa? She's slacking. Yeah, so I'm going to put it in for 7 minutes, and then I'll take it out, let it sit for a couple minutes, and then we'll cut it up. We'll slice it up. And we will eat. Everything else is done. The gravy is boiling now. So I'm just going to let that boil for a couple of minutes on low. And everything is basically done, guys. So yeah, this is what's for dinner tonight. Pretty simple, but a nice dinner. So I just gotta boil the water for the mashed potatoes, and I'll do that as soon as the chicken gets closer to being done, and then we'll eat. All right, guys. So the chickens are done. bowl right here. To do the mashed potatoes. 2 cups of water. Butter. Salt. I might put a little milk. I don't know. See how it is. Pepper. Oh, there's 2 bowls here. Yeah, let me get some more milk and some butter. Don't come in front if you don't want to be seen. Let me get a little bit of milk and some butter. I got a whole half a gallon of 2% milk in the back of the refrigerator that nobody's even opened. It's been there for at least, it's got to be there 2 weeks now. I'm going to put a little half and half, guys, because I don't feel like getting the milk. So a little half and half. I'm going to have to start, you know what I think I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start buying the shelf staple milk at Dollar Tree. Because we hardly use milk. But once in a while, maybe I'll just buy like a little one because, you know, if my son wants milk like with, I don't know, cereal or something, you're going to have to buy it beforehand. What?
Can you make some more ground potatoes? I wasn't going to have it, but now I have to.
Alright, guys. I never, ever could figure out where to cut the leg off. Ever. I always have an issue with this. There we go. I'm so hungry. See, this is what happens. I'm so hungry, so I'm going to pick. When I go to sit down, I'm not going to eat my dinner. That's what happens all the time with me. So, some sad news. I don't know, I told you guys I watch a couple of YouTubers that are going through these terminal illnesses. Sarah from the Pog family, 36 years old. Thought she was 32, but she's 36. Lost her battle to melanoma yesterday. 4 weeks after they told her that if she didn't have any more treatment, she would be gone, and she had maybe a month to live. Or maybe 3 months to live. A month to 3 months. Well, they tried to give her more treatment. It didn't work. It wasn't agreeing with her. It made her just not a good, not a good. So she didn't have treatment, and she passed away. Poor thing. So sad. Such a sad day for her family. And for her, obviously. 36 years old, 2 young kids. I hate cancer. It really is awful. So, just pray for this family, please, that they have peace. And, there's peace in knowing that Sarah isn't in pain anymore. It still doesn't make the loss any easier. The husband, Josh, came on this morning and, was telling us how he's doing and the kids and stuff, and he was just beside himself. I mean, I was bawling like it was my family. I was crying my eyes out. It's just, you get to know these people, and even if you don't, people are losing their lives to this. This is a travesty and a tragedy, regardless whether you know them or not. You feel like you know them, you know, because you watch them and you invest in them and you see their lives, and I don't watch them to watch bad news. I watch them because I like to see the triumphs. I like to see them be cured and, you know, be in remission, and I love their stories. And, you know, there's a few that I watch, and one young girl, Tiffany Thinks, I don't know if you guys ever watched her, but she's in remission. She had a surgery, and they were able to remove all the cancer, and so far she's doing really, really well. Haley, I think her last name is Odizell. Odizell. She, from TikTok, she recently passed away after an 8-year battle with ovarian cancer. Again, she too had a 5-year-old son. And Jenny Apple, who has lung cancer, has been fighting lung cancer for the last 2 years, was just told 2 weeks ago that her cancer is now unmanageable, not uncurable, because it's not curable. Lung cancer is the worst cancer you could possibly have, you know. It's not curable, but it's manageable. You can live like up to 5 years with it, but she wasn't hurt. The treatments weren't working anymore, and there was no treatments that were not good for her because she was sick. You know, she was living sick, being very sick, and you know, and so the doctor had never given her a timeline, never has said, well, we think you have 3 years, or we think, you know, there was always a new treatment coming out. So there was never a time when the doctor said to her, we'll give you 3 years, you know. But when they went into the doctor's office the last time, a couple of weeks ago, the doctors, you know, of course, that was one of their questions was, are you giving me a timeline now? And of course, the doctor, who's supposedly a great doctor, they said they love him and everything else, like family now, you know. He said, what do you think? And Jenny said, I think yes, I think you're going to give me a time. And he asked her husband, what do you think? His name is also his name is Kyle. I'm sorry, Kyle. He said, well, I don't know. I don't know. And he said, what do you think, Kyle? And he said, yeah, I guess. And then the doctor proceeded to give them 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months. And there is a little bit of treatment, because what happens is she's got this she has it's advancing in her brain, but there's some sort of disease in her brain that can't be cured, that cancer's causing or something, so they can't do anything about that, but they're giving her head and it goes into her spine, so they're giving her head and spine radiation, full head and spine radiation
Can I have that bag?
to give, what bag?
The bag of broccoli? Oh, I can't, this is salon.
What's still on?
I can't put the broccoli until this is.
No, you gotta wait till that's done, honey.
Oh, when this is done, can you pop the broccoli for 6 minutes?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So they're to give her a little bit more, probably another month, you know, a little bit more time with her family. They don't even know. They're doing the full body radiation on her, and then after that they're going to do something with the lung with the lung cancer. They're going to give her some sort of treatment on that. Maybe that'll give her some more time. So what they're trying to do now is just extend her life, you know, whether it's months or weeks or, you know. And the thing is like her family, in the time that she has, the family doesn't want to live that in pain, just like Sarah. You know, they contemplated hospice and all that for so long because, and you know, like they didn't want to give up, ever stop fighting, but there's a point when you can't fight anymore, and then the rest of your life, whether it be 2 weeks, 2 months, or a year, is going to be miserable. And they decided to let her live her last days out, being around family and being, you know, supported and knowing that she was loved and all of that. So that's what they're doing with Jenny. They're just trying to do every possible thing they can do right now to extend her life without her being in pain and all of that, and they're trying to manage it, and until they can't manage it anymore. And it's just really sad, guys. So really, you know, I go through all this depression and this anxiety and all this crap, and I sometimes I think to myself, you know, what are you complaining about, Linda? But you know, you still have feelings. Like, I still can't help the way I feel. The depression is chemical. It's in my head. You know, it's nothing that I can control. So I know that, but it just makes you feel kind of like, oh my God, like this young girl just lost her life, and like Jenny, this beautiful young mother, you know, has her whole life ahead of her. She's 35, I think, 34, something like that. And now she's going to be passing away, leaving, you know, a legacy to her kids and her husband. And her husband, you know, if you ever watch, go on and watch. First of all, watch the Pog Family if you want, guys. I know it's a little, it's hard. It's hard to watch these things. It really is. The Pog Family and Jenny Apple, because Kyle, her husband, Josh is amazing too, Sarah's husband, but Jenny Apple's husband, Kyle, is an amazing man. He just came on the other day to give us a whole thing about, this was right before he found out that, well, no, I think it was after he found out, after he found out that Jenny had 3 to 6 months, that he just is such an honest, you know, he's honest, and he's like, I don't want to live without my wife. I don't want to do it alone. I don't want to be a single parent. I don't want to, you know, learn hair. I don't want Jenny to teach me 3 different hairstyles that I have to do on my daughter because Jenny won't be here. You know, it just was really raw and really, really, really heart-wrenching. It's all heart-wrenching. So if you don't want to, you know, be sad a little bit or you know, feeling hurt like that, then you probably shouldn't watch. But it's just amazing, guys, because you learn, you know, you learn that life is so much more precious than you ever think it is, you know. You really do. You just really, really do. Just really sad. But anyway, rest in peace, Sarah. I'll miss seeing you. And I'll always remember what she said. And what she says is, at every time, the end of her broadcast, at the end of her video, she would say, be kind and make good choices. And that's their logo. They have that on hats. They have, you know, be kind and make good choices. And it's the most beautiful thing. And she always said that. And I'll miss you hearing you say that. Her husband says it now, and her sister, they come on and, you know, and all that. So they're keeping her alive. But yeah, so rest in peace, Sarah. God bless you. That's it. All right. I had to put potatoes in the oven for Frankie. Everything's ready, Bill. It's just a matter of... I can't... Everything's not even going to be that friggin' hot. I can't stand that. And if you cook everything and then, you know...
Oh, excuse you. Go to the microwave?
No, I'm putting the microwave right now for his broccoli. So yeah, so this is a lot of chicken, guys. It's a lot, but it'll be good. Billy can take chicken sandwiches for lunch. You can have chicken sandwiches at home. Maybe I'll make a little casserole or something with it. I don't know.
There won't be that much in it.
Yeah, this usually. This usually goes pretty quick.
Yeah, that always goes
And that's why I make 2, because I almost just made the 1, but the 1 just didn't look like it was.
One wasn't enough.
I mean, it would have been okay, but it wouldn't have, you know. Because I like to have it left over. Like, I'm only going to eat a little bit now, and then, you know, I'll have some tomorrow, or have a half a sandwich later, you know what I mean? right, guys. So that's it. And I wonder why I'm not hungry when I sit down. Because what am I doing, Bill?
Playing Aunt Louise.
I'm picking. I have an aunt. I swear to God, she was almost 100 when she died. Aunt Louise, love you, miss you. She would always say, I'm not hungry,
I'll just pick.
I'll just pick. She was so funny. Aunt Lou, we go, Aunt Lou, what are you doing? I'm not hungry, I'll just pick. Anyway, we always
Or
just
she
say to
picked
her.
all night.
Yeah. We used to say to her, Aunt Lou, what are you doing? Just picking? Yeah. So cute. I miss her. Anyway, guys, let me get my plate together and stuff, and I'll be back. All right, guys, so here's my dish. Yeah, I have a little bit of everything at home. I'm gonna have mostly half of this, more than half of this here still when I'm done eating. But I'll have it later on or whatever. I just wanted a little bit of everything, so it looks like a lot, but it's really not. So yeah, guys, this is what's for dinner tonight. I hope you guys are having a great day and a great night. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because when you subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. And then I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the notification button with that bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload a new video. Like and share and comment down below. And thank you so much for coming into my kitchen with me and creating. I appreciate all of you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.